Went through the old place and found some old comics. And you know what? I see these stories. They're people pull the images and you can just download these comics. But I don't know. Check it out. Okay, stick with me here. I want to flip through this and look at the advertisements and all the little things that we're all supposed to know. But maybe we don't. Maybe there's something valuable in the detritus surrounding the story. Inside Secret Wars number 12. Wow. This is the last one in the original Secret Wars. So let's flip through this. Oh, check out my scores, though. Huh? Check this out. And my brother, growing up, he latched onto the Turtles quick. He was like, yeah, buddy, to me, this is what I want. And at the time, he was, I don't know, what was he, 10? And he had his pulse on the throbbing heartbeat of America. So, yeah, so he grabbed it. And of course, he's a big brother, so I had to copy him. And of course, he's a big brother, so he had to hate me for it. So I started collecting Cerebus because the art stylings were very similar. It was all the same ink style, the print and the cost were roughly the same. The nuance, the lore surrounding both publication, the art, and the actual material of the book itself. Apparently, the author had issues with women. Don't know how that narrows him down in any way. I remember reading these and thinking the women were beautiful. And look at these. It is incredibly Japanese, isn't it? This looks like Omae wa mou shinderu yo. That guy, you know? Omae wa mou shinderu yo. That guy? I did not realize just how friggin' Japanese looking this was. Look for the publisher. All right, publisher, what do we got here? Wow, that guy's on some friggin' watch list, ain't he? This was back when, in order to get something like this made, you had to be a weirdo. Why? Because you had to have a passion to get someone to take you seriously enough to print this on paper. That was a big deal. Still is, but people pretend it's not. So you had a lot of weirdos, right? You had a lot of weirdos. Art is still the same. Art is still safe for weirdos. And in retrospect, art was cool. Some of the nuances in the story were interesting. Story, I remember sucking. Oh my God, it sucked. It sucked so bad. There was nothing entertaining about it outside of the women's titties. And you never got to see all of them. You know, we made them cover it up. But, So let's read Secret Wars, shall we? Check this bad boy out. Huh? That's issue 2, and they're getting art like this. Did they have a jump start? Look at this. Look at this art. Issue 2. They're sophomore. And they're coming like that. Come on, where you at, Doctor? Come on, Dr. Doom. Where the fuck you at? Oh, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Right. I'm gonna mess with the camera here for a moment. By the way, I think the art here could have been legendary. Look at that pose. It's the end culmination of Secret Wars. He's got the universe. He controls it. And he intends to do no terrible mean things to it or with it. What ruined this for me was his face. The expression on his face. That is not nuanced. It's uninspired bullshit. Marvel could have wiped out a large percentage of the tree population by giving this guy maybe something a little less, I don't know, namby-pamby? Is that still a word? Anything other than that. What? Huh. Okay. The one before this is, I believe it's called Bolt from the Blue. Is that right? Oh, Cloak and Dagger. And if I remember correctly, what had happened is Dr. Doom had used the supervillain Claw with a K, who is apparently made out of solid sound. I have no idea where they got that character. I'm sure he's as old as creation. But man, they really utilized him because they used Claw as a fulcrum for fulcrum. Yeah, they used Claw as a fulcrum for Doom to enslave the Beyonder, right? And what happened is Dr. Doom used the villain Claw as a instrument to draw all of the cosmic power from I believe it was. Okay, Galactus shows up, right? Galactus shows up. Beyonder brings Galactus there, or Galactus just yoinks and was like, yo, you got some folks here. So anyway, there's Doom, Galactus, and the Beyonder, right? Beyonder, I think, was going through a type of somehow the three, Doom, Galactus, and the Beyonder, battle or fight over the power that the Beyonder has. And somehow that power is used, is stolen by Dr. Doom aboard Galactus's starship. And he uses Klaw's body to transfer the powers of the Beyonder into himself, and I think away from Galactus. And this weakens the Beyonder. But Dr. Doom is overwhelmed by absolute power, and it is a fantastic study, I think. He has absolute, unlimited power, so he spends all of his days, every minute, terrified that he may have a stray thought, that he may think of something he did not want, and would unknowingly make it happen. So he divests some of his power into Klaw as a watchdog of sorts over Dr. Doom's own power. He does this so he can watch over his fortress while he sleeps. And what that little bit of power that he gave Klaw turned him into an unbelievably powerful supervillain. And so Klaw uses this power to gaslight Dr. Doom. He gaslights him. He says the heroes are coming. They have to be. They'll be here any minute. They'll be here any second. And for days, hours, weeks. Time doesn't matter where they are. Klaw is always getting Doom prepared. Tells him, if you give me more of your power, I can prevent this, over and over and over and over again. And finally, Doom snaps. The gaslighting had its eventual guaranteed effect, which is that he friggin' snapped. But it didn't go very well for Klaw. So here we are. I believe Dr. Doom has used the power of the Beyonder in a rage and stricken them all dead instantly. I believe it was called Bolt from the Blue, I think. And so he wipes out every last hero, possibly every other being, I don't remember, on, I think it was called Battle Planet or something really inspired like that. And Dr. Doom, using his infinite power, sends a death bolt from above, killing everyone and everything at the behest of Klaw. Unlimited power. Unlimited power. The living tribunal, all of the embodied entities in the Marvel Universe were all like, yo, Doom, man, you got to be, look, guy, Take it easy, man, okay? I think he bitch slapped the Celestials. Like, literally, I think it was a backhand. Which I just love because fuck the Celestials. What a lame story. Okay, and so I'm getting off track here. Get my medicine. "21 lie dead here, 21 heroes, blown to pieces by a bolt from the blue." Yeah, I was right. Captain America, Thor, the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Iron Man. Professor Charles Xavier, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Cyclops, Storm, Wolverine, Rogue, Magneto, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, the Human Torch, the Hulk, Spider-Man, and Spider-Woman are all but carrion now. Damn, I forgot this guy's so damn... Marvel used to be real, yo. Blood oozing from the mangled remains of their flesh sizzles across the smoldering debris of the once mighty fortress. From a distant peak, denizens of the alien village, which once served as refuge to the heroes, witness the smoke spreading across the sky. That name always screwed with me. That's the Thing's girl, Asajj. Anyway, she's a healer. Asajj, the healer who so often in recent days mended the heroes' wounds and eased their pain, remembers the gentle caress of the tall, strong one called Colossus, who loved her so. Is he beyond her power now? Dead and gone forever? She fears the worst. I had forgotten that Colossus stole the Thing's girl, yo. Okay, this is Fortress Doom. Hundreds of miles away in the fastness of a mighty tower which probes the very fringes of space dwells the author of the carnage. Dr. Doom, is it over? Are they dead? That's Claw. Yes, Claw, they are dead. Dead. Ed. I haven't thought about doing an effect or a voice. Dead. And now Doom? Now once again I shall draw the power in, contain it, seal it up safely within the depths of my being. Seal up the power, God's might in a can. Thus Doom is just another man, but why? Lest in a careless moment, a casual flick of my little finger might blacken a star system or wipe out an intergalactic civilization. Lest, like Vishnu, I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. This universe is too fragile. Such power, such weight upon your shoulders, poor Doom. Poor Doom. But the power is bottled up. Now all the people on all the worlds can breathe easy and relax, and so can Doom. Now he's telling them to relax. 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 Yes, now my enemies are dead. Are you sure they're dead? I mean, that's what you said, but of course they're dead. They must be dead. Meanwhile, several million miles away, a 6 square mile chunk of Earth hurtles through space. Okay, Molecule Man made this. Molecule Man has power rivaling the Beyonder. He just didn't know it. I loved it. I'd love to see the old Molecule Man and the contemporary Sentry have a spat. And yes, the Hulk has to show up and show them all who's boss because he's the Hulk, so shut up. Anyway, about a week ago, this entire suburb of Denver, Colorado was stolen from the earth and transported trillions of miles to become part of the patchwork planet below, assembled by the Beyonder as a battle world. But hours ago, it was ripped from the battle planet by the awesome power of the Molecule Man, who means to take it home. So he's flying that bitch 20 trillion miles that way, right? And they're just lamping, right? They're hanging out. She's drawing a bath. She is such a slut. Oh my God, a sorceress, I think. And there's Dr. Ock. And you get the idea. In the modest apartment of one Marsha Rosenberg, also known as Volcano, where currently a who's who of super criminals resides. Saul Rosenberg, yes. Anyway, the exquisite enchantress, supreme sorceress of Asgard, no wonder, locks herself in the bathroom like a woman. No, how convenient that the Molecule Man made this mortal contrivance work again. She's got hair. That's a mortal contrivance. Whatever. Ooh. Arise, elemental. Okay. I require information to plan my next move. First, little one, tell me what you know of the Beyonder. Tough question. Wowie, if I can answer. Will you grant me power to walk through fields of flowers as mortals do? Answer, or I will freeze you solid. And okay. Well, I was gossiping with the otherworld spirit essences. Okay. I'm gonna skim, because this is gonna take for friggin' ever. Oh, snap. Strawberry Shortcake, Heathcliff. Don't know. I think that's Wicket. Planet Terry. Wally the Wizard. What the Get Along Gang. Who the hell are these two? I don't remember them. Okay, her temptress self is getting teased by an elemental temptress. That face is not by accident. She's meant to look imposing here. Beyonder chose only a handful of beings from among hundreds he'd observed like candies from a tray. Some he simply sees, some he merely opened the door for, and they came of their own free will. And here she is, putting that butt up in the air, right? Okay, so she's using this lady to spy on Dr. Doom because... interesting thing about Dr. Doom. He is a master sorcerer, all right? Doctor Strange and don't ever count Doom out, okay? Don't ever count Doom out. Just trust me. Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom have spoken before. So the point is that Enchantress is talking to Doom like Doom is Captain America, but Doom isn't Captain America. Doom is essentially an armored Doctor Strange, and she is not treating him with very much respect, is she? Here, I think Lizard Man freaks out because he's ugly, and I think he claws Dr. Ock's girlfriend's face or something. And here, Dr. Ock is trying to intimidate Molecule Man. I don't know how well that's going to work. Enchantress summoning Volcano here. Lizard Man sees it. Ooh, I think he dislikes that. I think he fucks Enchantress up, man. He's like, don't mess with my big titty bitch. Doc Ock didn't like that. Throws a building at Molecule Man, who sort of forgets that he's the most powerful being in existence, which is his deal. That's his gig. Is lack of focus and discipline. That is his deal. Look at these ads. Somebody call this number. She didn't like that. She draws the life force from Lizard. It just leaves him smoldering. Oh, with his powers, I believe Dr. Doom made a pact with Sorceress, right? Or Enchantress. He did it to repair his face, which for some reason was not within his capabilities as a super higher life form, right? Claw's waiting for him to fall asleep. What are you doing, Claw? Why do your eyes look like that? Why do your eyes look like that, Claw? Were you about to do something? Because I nearly fell asleep. Look at him, he's so innocent. He wasn't gonna do nothing to nobody. He didn't do nothing. I told you not to let me fall asleep. You realize what might have happened if I slept. The power may rise. Controlled only by my subconscious, my dreams, I might throw all reality into chaos or even cause the destruction of the universe. Or maybe you'd even accidentally revive the heroes. What could happen? Couldn't it? It's not beyond your power. Nothing's beyond your power. Claw is pitching a story to Doom about how the heroes may have survived. He's projecting it with his imagery, showing Dr. Doom how the healer may have, probably did fly, save all the other heroes one by one by one by one by one, and they're on their way. They're on their way right now. Perhaps, but maybe you sort of helped things along. Maybe you did it yourself. Self-doubt? Thor's hammer. They live. It is true, it happened. So he's currently experiencing the heroes coming back to get him. Here the power begins to run amok. Close, very close. Almost destroyed all reality there. The power had ran wild. I was barely able to rein it in. My mind is churning, thoughts racing, making it difficult to govern the power. Just give me some of your power, and I will do it. In the meantime, Claw will go destroy the heroes for you. Just give him some of your power. I've given you an infinitesimal micro fraction of my strength, enough to blacken 10,000 suns, far more than enough to slay them. Go then, fight. While once again I contain the power and compose myself. And here Claw just starts friggin' casting creature spells, right? Here he just instas Ultron. By the way, Ultron has been and always will be one of those guys that no matter what power tier you're on, you see Ultron and I saw Ultron. Didn't Ultron fight Daredevil one time? Of course, Daredevil walked the dog on him, but I think Galactus has had quite a few troubles with Ultron. Anyway, he just casts him. He's an instant. That's like 2 mana. Here's Cap with his broken shield. So I guess this has always confused me. See this picture that he's painting? So he's proposing that Doom did this by accident, just putting the seed in his head. I never once thought that he did that, but here they are. The heroes are real and back. These are not figments because Cap's shield has got the break in it, which happened during the bolt from the blue. So if that was just a proposed, I don't know. And here's the thing, still fighting with his ability to change to and from the thing, which only is possible in this world. That's what happened. Claw did it. Claw revived them. But I don't know if that's the case. Then who threw that? He didn't have the power yet. Look at this. Claw keeps reviving him over and over again. Here, the Beyonder had taken over Claw, residing in him. And when Doom decided to give up the power, Captain America telling him he's an anchor to reality, he gives him his hand. Reaching for his hand, Claw sees his opportunity, and the Beyonder exits him as a spirit type thingy and turns it on to into an onion. So Beyonder yoinks. With savage suddenness, the Beyonder reclaims his power, and he is not gentle. I set you up for this, Doom. I'm so sorry. Claw loved Doom. Beyonder undoing all the things that Doom had done. And Claw chasing his master to wherever they wind up. By the way, I have the comic where he's teleported to, which is awesome. Let me see if I can find it. Doom 2099 came out in 1999, I believe. 1999. Nope, January 93. Boom. Doom's back, baby. And he is pissed. God, comics used to be so good. I am Doom. It's a good read. It's a good read, too. You get to learn a little bit about his history in Latveria. And so here they are, Doom vanquished. The ragtag team, led in large part by Captain America, and in large part by the other factions, including Xavier and the Mutant and X-Men tie-ins. And of course, Mr. Fantastic. Man, I hate liking Mr. Fantastic. He's such a nerd in all the worst ways. He's a nerd that does not like comic books. Or he's the kind that wouldn't. Okay, here's Cap. It's over for now. There's Hulk. Hulk got booked up, buddy. Hulk got his. I think they threw a mountain range at him, and he caught it. You know, he's fine. But apparently he some kind of run-in with Galactus. I don't know. Broke his leg. And here's Peter Parker in the newly revealed Black Spider-Man suit. I don't know what the Hulk did to break his leg, but yeah, oh my. Okay, everybody's doing things. Cap has all the shards of his shield. I remember this. I'm going to read this. Later, alone in his dimly lit chamber, Captain America carefully arranges the shards of his legendary shield on his table. Shards painstakingly sifted one by one from mounds of dust and debris till every last splinter was accounted for. It was a product of a freak metallurgical accident, metallic disc of unknown composition and unique properties, utterly impervious to any force or instrument which humans comprehend. But now it lies before him like a wounded friend. How many times has it saved his life? And now its useful life is at an end, for no fire could melt it, and no furnace could reforge it. It is forever broken, unless by force of will or sheer desire. $2.30 savings. He can accomplish the impossible. I liked that. Nobody knew how it was made. So he did it again. It got made the same way the first time. Nobody knows how. Just boop, there it is. And so he did that. Did what? Huh? What? There it is. There it is. Quit asking questions. And here Dr. Fantastic, or whatever his name is, completely flushes a sandwich, teleporting the X-Men back because a dragon flew in there. Icarus, I'm guessing. I think they call him Lockheed or something like that. It's Icarus. That's Goku's dragon. Shut up, Reed Richards. Sexy She-Hulk, the Thing who can turn back and forth. He's gonna be like, I'm so sad. I'm ugly a lot. And as a woman here, I think it's pretty. But I don't want to go home chic pretty. Me Thing. Oh, snap. Is that the meme? Oh, that's the meme, yo. Real history, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. We have no intention of running more ads. We just wanted to run the ones that you tell us you like. God, remember companies making and doing things their customers asked them to do? It was such a strange alien time. Here we go. We got the Ewoks, the Moose Man, this fucking guy. After the Big Bang. Framing in these could be much better. Nothing here is gonna move you like Frank Miller with its the architecture of the story, but it is a strong story, I think, and why you shouldn't mess with Dr. Doom.